A Guidance from the Masters, Egyptian Thoughts, for the Ancient Egyptian Order. What is faith? For such a small word, faith has many definitions. Faith is defined as allegiance to a duty or a person, loyalty, fidelity to one's promises, sincerity of intentions, assurance, trust in, and loyalty to Pa-Neter, the deity. Assurance in the traditional doctrines of a religion, firm assurance in something for which there is no proof, complete trust, something that is assured especially with a strong conviction, a system of religious assurance. It sounds good, but what about truth, facts, confirmation, reality, and proof? These are the true works of a Neter, deity. Words of faith and wisdom. Faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. Truth says faith is blindness. Faith is being fooled and accepting it. Faith is following something or somebody that doesn't know themselves. Amid ancient lore, the word of ancient Tamare, Egypt, stands unique and preeminent. Wonderful in its construction, admirable in its adaptation, it contains truths that a child may comprehend, and mysteries into which Neterat, deities, want to look at. Wonderful in its construction, admirable in its adaptation, it contains truths that a child may comprehend, and mysteries into which Neterat, deities, wants to look. Ritual is the way we carry the presence of the sacred. Ritual is the spark that must not go out. He who would be well-traveled should journey through all religions, for the whole world can be seen there, but they cannot experience them. For all that they have, they lack the facts. Truth is much better than faith or belief. Faith or belief is when someone else does the thinking, and you just accept it without proof. The only way you will succeed in anything is that you must give it everything. Not faith, but it is truth that which keeps the word alive. There is no religion without love, and people may talk as much as they like about their religion, but if it does not teach them the truth, then they easily learn to hate. Always look down to test the ground before taking your next step. Only he who keeps his eye fixed on the far horizon will find the right road, the sun of truth. I personally measure success in terms of the contributions an individual makes to her or his fellow human beings, not how much wealth or fame he or she has. They conquer who they know they can. You can do very little with faith, but you can do nothing with belief. To be religious is to have a life that flows with the presence of the extraordinary. To be extraordinary is to give up religion. Faith is for that which lies on the other side of right reason. Faith is what makes life bearable, without having to face reality, with all its tragedies and ambiguities and sudden startling findings. Be good, keep your feet firm, your eyes open, your heart at peace, and your soul in the joy of Tamare, Egypt. Mothers and fathers that take their children to holy places never get to heaven. Children that go on their own take mothers and fathers to heaven. Christianity, Judaism, and Islam all have not been tried and found wanting. They have been found difficult and tried. If tried, it failed the test of truth but passed the test of fiction. I have learned that human existence is essentially tragic. It is only the love of Neter, deity, disclosed and enacted in us all, that redeems the human tragedy and makes it tolerable, no more than tolerable. The Neterat, deities, have not called me to be successful, they have called me to be truthful. Faith is not being sure. It is not being sure, but betting with your last cent. Why not get facts and be sure to stop betting with your soul? Truth is not belief. Belief is passive. Truth is active. Truth walks simply, childlike, between the darkness of life and the hope of what is to come. It is those who have a deep and real inner life who are best able to deal with the irritating details of outer life. But first, they have to give up belief, faith, fiction, myth, and face that humans are really also animals. Without facts, nothing is possible. With facts, nothing is impossible. You can never prove deity. You can only find deity. How can the deity of you direct your steps if you are not taking any? You think religion is what's inside a little building filled with pretty lights from stained glass windows called a church, mosque, or synagogue, but it's not. It's in you. There is not reality on this earth except truth and the power of Ma'at. All the rest is even more fugitive than life itself. Rituals are the bridge by which a mortal passes, the ladder by which they climb from earth to deity. The life of Entamarreye, Egyptian, might be compared to the building of a pyramid. Day by day the stones are laid, in the beginning one hardly distinguishable from the other. Once a firm foundation has been laid, the structure rises slowly to perfection. The Egyptian rituals are the formulas by which harmony is restored. We are learning from the teaching and example of the past that life itself is a religion, that nothing is more sacred than a human being, and that at the end of all right institutions, whether the home, hospitals, the churches, mosques, synagogues, an educational establishment, or a government, is the development of the human soul. And the first soul was born in Tamarrey, Egypt. Know the difference between success and fame. Success is truth. Fame is belief. Nobody lives physically well who is not spiritually well. Religious people want you to believe that faith is truth. Don't believe it. Truth is facts beyond any doubt. If there was not truth, there would be no living in this world. We couldn't even eat with any safety if all we had was faith and belief. Authentic truth never destroys what is good. It makes it better, transfigures it, and enriches itself from it. I would rather live in a world where my life is surrounded by truth than live in a world so small that my mind needs a false belief. You have been tuning in to a guidance from the Masters, Egyptian Thoughts for the Ancient Egyptian Order, brought to us by way of Dr. Malachi Z. York L. Tauwantuten. Thank you all. Peace in the Lamb is truly wonderful. Adus Ashug. Wadu.